#1 in online equity trades, TD Ameritrade.
Trade commission-free for 30 days. Plus, get up to $500 when you open an account.
Friends, it's time for an American comeback. A comeback with leaders in Washington who listen to we the people. Today, I'm announcing my candidacy for the U.S. Senate. You know me as someone willing to fight for the people of Virginia, and I'd like the responsibility to fight for you again. Hire me on for 6 years, and I pledge to work hard, restoring freedom, personal responsibility, and opportunity for all.
That was part of a video released just hours ago by former Virginia Governor and Senator George Allen. Now, as you heard, he has officially thrown his hat in the Commonwealth's 2012 Senate race. Now, this sets up what will no doubt be a hotly contested rematch with incumbent Senator Jim Webb. And you may remember in 2006, Webb defeated Allen by less than a half a percentage point. Joining me now with his very first television interview since making the big announcement, the man himself, former Virginia Senator, Governor George Allen. I don't know, do I offer my congratulations or condolences?
Well, it's been a good, exciting first day, and I'd say congratulations. It's an adventure, and the response from the people of Virginia has been very encouraging to Susan and me, and we're looking forward to continuing to listen to the people of Virginia whose voices and views have been ignored in Washington. Folks are frustrated in Virginia, I think, as well as across the country. And if you look at these 2012 elections, I think they're going to be pivotal in determining the trajectory of our country, whether we continue to climb or start to ascend again. And I have a lot of ideas that I think are important to reform the federal government, reining in the spending, and also making sure that our country is a land of opportunity for all, with the right energy and economic policies for everyone to be able to achieve their dreams.
You know, as I was reading, the NRSC sent out a mailer today supporting you. I think sent out some pretty interesting statistics. Since Jim Webb left or took over your seat, at the time he left office, the national debt was $8.6 trillion. Now it's $14 trillion and going higher by the second. You know, when I think back to your race, the thing that really sticks in my mind is Webb was trying to convince the people of Virginia he was conservative. Is there anything you can point to that says that, all right, he kept that promise to the people of Virginia, the Commonwealth of Virginia?
Well, unfortunately, he has voted with the Washington liberals like Harry Reid and Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi on every single major significant issue they've been fighting for, whether it's EPA regulation of CO2, whether it's the stimulus spending bill, which is added to our debt, the bailouts. He has voted for this health care monstrosity, and most recently, he voted to undermine one of the strengths of Virginia, which are our right-to-work laws. And I know from my days as governor how important right-to-work laws are, which means people are not compelled to join a union as a condition of work. And Virginia is the furthest state north on the eastern seaboard with the right-to-work law, which really gives us a competitive advantage in keeping jobs in Virginia, as well as recruiting new investment in jobs. So that's the way he's voted. I respect Senator Webb's service in our military greatly. However, he has been voting wrong, notwithstanding what he'll say. He'll say one thing, then vote with the liberals in Washington on all these initiatives, which are harmful to jobs, to our debt, and opportunities for people in our country.
I do notice, all right, so they passed repeal in the House for Obamacare. Harry Reid's not even allowing, up to now, a vote in the Senate on Obamacare. If he has to vote on that again, I can't see him changing his position. How does he justify doing so? Would that be a key vote for the people of Virginia?
Well, I think it is. A key vote was actually his vote, which was the determinative vote on Christmas Eve when he voted for it. He was the 60th vote for it. In this campaign, what I'd like to do, Sean, is not only are we against this massive health care experiment and the mandates and the dictates and the dependency on government, I think it's important that we move forward with ideas that make sense to make sure health insurance is more affordable for families and business owners. I like ideas, whether it's making sure tax breaks are there for individuals. I'd like to see insurance having more competition in health insurance, allowing sales across state lines. I'd like to empower individuals with personalized, portable health savings accounts, which I think would change all the dynamics and really make health insurance something that you're not tied to employer or tied to the government. And so I think there's some really good ideas that we can make sure that there's affordable, quality health care for all Americans without having this monstrosity, this debt, and these dictates. And in fact, one of the best things I think I did when I was in the Senate was a lot of good things, but one was nominating Henry Hudson to be the judge in the Eastern District of Virginia who struck down that personal mandate. And we don't need a government dictating to us, telling us what we must buy.
Governor, it seems like you're passionate about very specific issues, the future of the country, the direction of the country. I assume you probably know the liberal media is going to go back to the 2006 campaign and the issue of macaca, which I think played a pretty big role. You dealt with it on this program. You dealt with it in your book. What will be your answer as you go through these interviews and one liberal member of the media after another wants to keep bringing that to the forefront as an issue as this campaign moves forward?
Well, I deal with it forthrightly, and that is that I made a mistake. I never should have dragged this young man into the debate. He was following me around and doing a tough job, and he never should have been made part of the issue. It also diverted attention away from what people care about, and businesses and families care about jobs. And so it was a mistake. I had no intention of anything malicious with it. I've apologized for it, and I take responsibility. And the other responsibility I have is to my family. And campaigns are very tough for families, and I never want to do anything ever again that would have my family have to endure the taunts and insults due to my mistakes. So I didn't like losing. One learns from mistakes. It's humbling. And I am going to promise, as I ask the people of Virginia to hire me on, that in this campaign I'm going to do better. And as a senator, I'm going to work very hard to fight for the opportunities of all Virginians and all Americans to compete and succeed and to achieve their dreams here in our wonderful, blessed land of America.
Senator, this is going to be a key race come 2012. We'll be following it very closely and look forward to having you back. Thank you for being with us. Good luck in your campaign.
Thank you. We're going to stand strong for freedom.
All right. Senator and former Governor George Allen, let not your